Hello all, welcome back again to my YouTube channel SZ Academy. Today, category of shortcut that I want to cover the function shortcuts. And in this demo, we are going to walk through four different function shortcuts starting with F1. And you are notice that two bullets here, two different objectives for the shortcut. And that's because these function shortcuts, like several others, are contextual. And what I mean by that is that what they do and how they behave really depends on what cells you have selected, where your cursor is, where you are inside a specific toolbox, things like that. And the F1 shortcut is a great example of this. By default, what it will do is open up the Excel help pane right there inside of the Excel environment. But if you are inside of a tool dialog box, it will actually link out to the Microsoft support to a page that's specific to the tool that you are using. So really helpful options that I'm going to walk through you in just few time. So the next up we have got here is a F2, which you will already seen. It allows you to basically go into edit mode for an active cell. And the benefits of going into the edit mode for a cell containing a formula is that it will highlight any cell that are referred by the active formula and allow us to very quickly drag or modify them rather than retyping the formula itself. Now the next one is FO. So this FO does two very important, different things. The first default action is to simply repeat the last workbook action taken, things like inserting or deleting rows or the columns or applying the formats. The second application, which is more relevant for our purpose in this course, even in the further lectures as well, is that it toggle absolute and relative cell references right within the formula bar. So this is like something that we're gonna be using the quite frequently. And then last but not the least, we have got F9. This one's interested one. It will calculate all of the workbook formulas when you are in the manual calculation mode, or it will evaluate individual functions arguments right inside of the formula bar. So now quickly, one note here, I have included a link to the site that is called the supportmicrosoft.com. Here for the keyboard shortcuts, this includes a full list of the Excel work shortcuts as well. There are over 200 shortcuts in there. So it's important to note that these function shortcuts and the alt key tips as well that we'll talk about soon in our some like few lectures, our PC specific shortcuts, but there are many alternative or and the equivalent of the Mac side as well. So let's jump into an Excel and do some stuff with this function shortcut. So the first and the foremost, which is F1, check it out. It open up the uh, this it's taking time, so it's here open up the help pen right here on the right side of the screen. It's really helpful option. Here you can drill into a different things. You have got actual tutorials in the below and videos built in. You can search for the different keywords. Great resources to have right here at your fingertips. And remember, you have got tool specific help as well. So let's say we have selected like say column E here, and we want to remove the duplicates from this column. So just go into the data tab, then tool, like click here. So you may see here it's asking for the expand the selection or continue with the current selection. We continue with this current selection, but if I could be clicking any node here, but the point is where we are inside of a dialog box and it says, hey, we have got this remove duplicates warning. What do you want to do? Do you want to expand the selection or what? And if I don't really know what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna require to do, I can just press F1. Now see, it's going to open up a browser and take me to the support page, and more specifically direct me to the right to a page that's all about expanding a selection. while sorting or the removing the duplicates. You may see here. So it's really helpful stuff. So I mean, definitely a good option to keep in your back pocket. So just deleting this. So now we don't need actually going to remove duplicate. So let's go ahead and cancel this as well. So these are all about the F1 shortcuts. Let's talk about F2 now, which remember goes into edit mode for a given cell, and this is most helpful when you are dealing with the formulas like which we have in, I think, in column, yeah, in column D. Now I can double click also. You will just drag into the formula. I'm escaping. uh, and again, or may you may press the F2 button, so to go into the edit mode. And remember that when you are editing a cell within a formula, it gives us with nice visual presentation here for the, I mean, reference cells that are color coded and mapped right to the function. I'm doing escaping this one. Now let's talk about the F4. Remember, it does two different things. It refits workbook action, so things like inserting column or rows. But in this case, for the purpose of this course or for the lectures, the way that we are gonna use is it much more frequent. I mean, frequently is like cycling through the cell references. So here in the column D, we're gonna place our cursor in the formula bar here, and like what happened when I like, just watch it out, what happened when I press F4 constantly, and those references types will changes. Like if I press first time, it will be relative fixed, then the second time it's fix the row, then fix the column, and last one back to the relative. So now press enter, and there you have it. This is all about the F4. Now, last but not the least, which is F9. Now, if you press F9, in most cases, you probably won't see anything happen. But in this case, we don't have, I mean, because we don't have a technically recalculating the worksheet, but none of our formulas are changing because none of their precedent sales or the inputs are changing. These all are fixed values, I mean, here. But what if we had a volatile value that change even without the user input? To just to show you that what work, I mean, what like would like to, I'm going to type here, just say, so we are going to use the now function. And if you want to see what now function did, just I mean, the URL is available on the I button, just go and watch it out first. Now doesn't even take an this doesn't even take an argument, like it's just an open up the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. And if I'm going to here press enter, you'll see that there is a time, I mean date, time, and the minute. But I'm actually gonna get a little bit fancier here. I'm just going to right click, formatting the cell. Now I'm in the custom tab, and I'm actually gonna tag on the second as well, just for the F to check the F9 function. So let's say SS, so as we are adding the second, so that's why I'm putting SS. I'm gonna press OK now. You see that it's 11:44 and the 22 seconds. But right now, if you click anywhere, there is no changes. But just see the magic now. F9. See, it's continuously recalculating. So when you are in automatic calculation mode, like F9 is not really that useful, or it becomes more useful when you are in the manual mode. And the way to check is to just go to the formula tab here. Then I think here in that calculation, and just look at your calculation options, and in the most of the cases you will see that the checkbox next to the automatic. Now if you are where to change it to the manual, that means that your formula wouldn't change with the different workbook edits. You would only, I mean, only able to change when you press F9 or calculate now button, like so. Yeah. So that's the application for F9. We can go ahead and delete this formula. and we go to the automatic mode as well, and we'll get the automatic for this ones. Now we are going to stick in the automatic mode throughout the rest of the course, so that should be just fine. So this is all about the F9 and all about the functions of shortcuts. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel to get more videos like this on the SZ Academy. Thank you all.